Hey, okay, I'll get started. Hey, it's Three Guys Pickin, right? Oh. Sorry.
That's where we'll meet. You come on, you gonna make it tonight. We've had enough. We've had enough. Come on, baby.
Dave, I think we have had enough.
She said.
I definitely have had enough.
Hey, what's up? And welcome back to Three Guys Pickin, the most electrifying cable access show in Chicago.
And also the world.
And actually, also on the south suburbs.
And the south suburbs.
And the world.
And the world.
And Chicago.
Chicago. But mainly the world.
Even
But
though
we're so well known in the south suburbs that
They know us in the whole world.
and in Chicago.
Right. City limits.
Anyway, I'm your host Tyler. With me as always is Brodie. And
Love will find a way, just give it time. That was good, huh?
who's in the E-shirt this week?
Dave the Extra, D the E, D to the E to the mother F and E.
A lot of people don't know. We've been on in Chicago for about 5 years, interviewing celebrities, having a great time, and we're finally debuting out in the South Chicago suburbs. Even though we started in April, this is probably the first chance you're all getting to see us.
It's kind of cool to be in the deep South now. I mean, I don't know, maybe Dave has to start talking like this. Hey, how you doing? Welcome, Three Guys
You're
Pickin.
gonna start hunting me?
Yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen. They're gonna be like, let's get that guy.
We're gonna have to put this in like the color of the rebel flag.
It's almost like a bullseye, the E. That's what they target shoot E's.
Right. That was funny.
Let's keep going.
Anyway, we have a very special show for you here today. Straight off the Daily Southtown feature article about us.
That's right. News paper.
We're newsworthy.
We are in the news.
Wouldn't that be newsworthy? Anyway, we were at the Tweeter Center, the New World Tweeter Center.
That's
Is
the
that
world.
guy
The
smiling?
world set. The world.
New
What is
world,
it?
New World.
It's the World
Trade.
Theater, right?
It's
New
the New
World.
World Tweeter.
The World
That's what it is.
Theater.
Yeah, but it's like 8. Like seriously, it's like 8 sentences.
Doesn't it have
long,
a
like
new
the-
name now?
The New
It's
World
technically
Theater
now
of
the new
Tinley
first
Park and
Midwest bank
surrounding
of
South suburban
douchebags.
area.
What is it called?
It's
now?
like the first Midwest
Yes.
bank of douchebags or something. I swear, I never thought anyone would ever get me to call the New World Theater Tweeter.
Tweeter.
But First Midwest Bank did. Thank you.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I can't really call. I used to call it World Theater just out of spite.
The New World, yep.
And no, I didn't even say the New World. I just called it the World. That's how spiteful I am. I don't even call it New World. It's still the World to me.
Well, then they probably know us there because.
Well, absolutely. But now that it's first mid, what is it?
First Midwest Bank Amphitheater of Douchebags.
Junior Part 2.
Yes.
And now I'm calling it Tweeters, but like I've never called it Tweeter when it was Tweeter. Now it's not Tweeter, and I'm gonna say Tweeter instead of World, which I've always said like Rosemont. I call it I get Horizon, Rosemont Horizon. You don't call it.
At least it's not
it's
the Lake Point Pavilion of Northerly Ireland.
The Lady Chatterley's Lovers Island.
Are you talking about Gaelic?
Mixfield.
The one on Mixfield.
Why do you keep talking about Gaelic?
The Mixfield.
He went and filmed Gaelic football yesterday.
Aye, laddie.
Because he likes Gaelic.
No, honestly, it was Gaelic ball.
Gaelic ball.
He
was filming a Gaelic ball.
Right.
That's cool. I'm glad that you're branching out.
It's our heritage, jackass. I'm so surprised you guys would take it the way you took it. Anyway.
It sounds to me like you're the one that took it.
Oh, we're all the kinds of you didn't want to take it.
Oh, jeez.
I don't want to take it like that.
Yes,
give it to me. But give it to me.
Yes, I do.
At Gaelic.
Oh. Anyway, we have a very special show for you here today.
We have an awesome show. We have one of the pioneers of the heavy metal movement from back in the day when music was music and you loved it and it was part of life and you just filtered through every single part of your life.
Push
the way that you freaking carried yourself, the way that you dressed, the way that you wore your hair, the way that you acted in school, the way that you acted on the streets. It defined you as a person, music back then. Not anymore. Now it defines you as a product. Now it defines you as something that you just buy. Now it defines you as a digital blip on a map that means nothing but 99 cents to the fucking Apple. What?
Since we're almost done with our segment, you think at some point we could introduce what the show's about?
It's about Ratt.
Yes, Ratt. 80s guitar legends.
Ratt. Love will find a way, just give it time.
2 T's.
Round and round. That's right. That's what we were singing earlier on. We were picking a little guitar, singing a little round and round, which is the song sort of put them on the map, which was one of the coolest videos back in the day on MTV with that one old dude was kind of in it too. He played like a bunch of different people. Who was that guy who was in the video, the old guy?
Milton Berle.
Milton Berle was in the video, which is pretty sweet. And, yeah, Ratt, they had their breakups, their bad points, after the whole heavy metal thing kind of died down. They broke apart, they got back together, they broke apart. At one point there were 2 Ratts. It was like reading the Spider-Man clone comic book.
Why
like
don't
all
we
these
save
different...
that for the rest of the program?
I'm foreshadowing. It's foreshadow. Fine. We'll see you later when we talk about other stuff about Ratt.
Yes, Dave.
One of the things that I wanted to ask you is, you guys had not been together for a while. What has brought you guys together to do this tour?
As crazy as you might think it is music, and obviously business. We have an extensive catalog. We're not stupid. The first thing that, since the beginning, the most important thing to us has been the music. Everything's secondary. Even Press Darlings, hit records, even though you'd want that. But it's still the same music. And music, the behind the music, came down and everybody expected it, and we didn't expect it. We weren't ready. And, it was a process. But.
Yeah, one of the things off of behind the music, and there's some funny clips behind it, when you were naming moves on stage and
I
things
didn't
like
do
that.
Somebody else, they need the drama, and that's what they put in. Unfortunately, one was real and a lot of them wasn't.
Well, what was the experience like doing behind the music? Because that's kind of a big show.
Like I said, that we gave them everything we wanted to, and they ended up using the opposite, and like I say, they needed the drama, and
so were you happy?
They dug deep in their catalog of shit, and there it was.
So were you happy with the final product?
Wait till my book comes out, you get real reality
Get the
check.
real dirt.
Real dirt. Well, yeah.
And we're back.
Hey, what was my favorite Ratt song? I liked, actually my favorite Ratt album was Reach for the Sky. That had like a way cool June. Oh, that's the song, I remember it. song is that? Boom, boom. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
What?
That's not it.
What's it?
What song are you playing? What's it gonna be when you need an answer? What's it gonna be when you're all alone? Hell yeah! That's an awesome song. That's the song I was thinking about. Yeah, you know, Ratt.
You guys have like that Gaelic connection.
A lot of people, you know, when they're talking about the bands from the.
Does that E stand for
I'm
idiot?
fucking talking. No, it stands for. It's French for idiot. I don't know. It's an
It's a forward bit. We've only been doing that bit for 5 years. Jackass.
We haven't done it in 4.
Take 2. What does that E stand for idiot?
I think it stands for Enya. Well, we had like 3 different bits.
Anyway, so Stephen Pearcy from Ratt, lead singer. Go.
Go ahead. No, I was. We're trying to be witty and funny and informative, and then you.
We're witnessing a first here on Three Guys Pickin.
He did.
Dave the Extra actually stepped up and was not just an extra.
Yeah, Dave the Extra stepped up and conducted part of the interview with Stephen, which was how was that for you? I mean, being able to translate your thoughts from Japanese into English.
Right. Well, sometimes I struggle with the translation, and you know, it was a little nervous speaking to, you know, somebody that was a leader of, you know, the musical movement at that time. You know, I mean, Congress was against them when they did like the invasion of privacy and stuff like that. So it was just kind of a little nerve-wracking. I think I did okay. Hopefully I didn't you know, ruin it.
Did he ruin it?
Hopefully I didn't.
Well, because actually didn't it? Wasn't there one time when he jumped in with Rich Robinson
From the Black Crows.
from the Black Crows? He didn't talk so. You know, why aren't you giving the boys due?
For the Black Crows, it was really good.
It wasn't the Black Crows. It was Rich Robinson with he was solo.
Rich Robinson of the Black Crows, that was really good.
Oh, so you're saying for the first time ever that D the E steps up to the plate as an on-air talent and an interviewer. For the first time ever, he was a big piece of crap.
When he came in off the bench for the Black Crows, it was really good.
Yeah.
When he had to start the game.
Oh.
As a starter.
He's not a starter.
Yeah, he's not a starter.
He's more like a 10-minute guy at the end of the half, is what you're telling me.
But I put it away. Like, you bring me in off the bench to get it done.
Did he get it done?
For the Black Crows, yes.
So as a starter,
well, anyways, we found out some very interesting things talking to Mr. Pearcy, and you know, we talked to him a little bit about the VH1 special they did.
Behind the music.
Behind the music.
Yep.
And you know, I found that pretty interesting, and you know, he was like saying about how, well, I guess we can let him talk about.
I know, he just yelled at me for like telling what we're going to talk about, and now we're doing it again.
Well, now we're in the middle of the show here.
Well, yeah, but
things are progressing. We can now talk about some things.
Yeah, I know what else is progressing. Somebody's belly. There you go. The honky tonk man thing again. Why do you always? Well, you like the honky tonk man? Was he like your favorite wrestler of all time? Because all you do is
He
like.
was funny.
You know what? He was no Mr. Perfect. He was no Macho Man.
Didn't say he was.
Anyway, so yeah, Ratt, you know, what I was trying to say earlier before I was rudely interrupted, you know, a lot of times a lot of the heavy metal bands from the 80s, they're looked upon as like one-hit wonders or just part of a fad that died out, so they only stick one song on a band, you know, like Ratt, they stick, you know, round and round, like that's all that they did. But in all reality, and in my esteemed 3GP opinion, their best album wasn't even, you know, Out of the Cellar, which was what Round and Round came from, but was, of course, Reach for the Sky.
You know, that's really funny that you bring up that, because I kind of agree. I really like Reach for the Sky too, but
Great album.
critically, and according to Behind the Music,
Right.
that was one of their worst.
Yes.
Because they had like off the field issues.
Yeah.
They had
Yes.
substance issues.
Right, but I mean,
they had
just look at
producer issues.
the
and
first single was Way Cool Jr., which was, you know, pretty cool song. And then, you know, he had What's It Gonna Be, which was like one of the best songs.
I Want a Woman.
I Want a Woman, Not a Little Girl, good song. Reach for the Sky, title track. I mean, it's a, you know, if you're gonna check out Ratt, my suggestion would be.
I don't think there was a song Reach for the Sky.
It wasn't a song, Reach for the Sky? Reach for the sky! You gotta reach for the sky! If you're on the ground and you need a pie, you just reach high for the sky! Yeah! That wasn't a song? Somebody had a song called Reach for the Sky.
Not that I'm aware of.
I'm gonna figure this out. We'll be back in a couple.
One of the other things, and you know, when grunge kind of came onto the scene, and they were saying how it killed, you know, the heavy metal hair bands and things like that. But now you guys are all coming back. What's with the longevity and the staying power?
You know, strong fan base coming out when we did. Being fortunate to come out in 82, 83, to when it was still new, or it was new. We were just probably one of the bands that were few to be involved with the you know, that 80s system before it got oversaturated. But back on the topic of grunge and whatever, so everybody has their label, so to speak. I just think the oversaturation and the silliness overtook the creativity of the music of the 80s, because like I say, a band like Ratt really cared about music. We knew how to work, you know, we knew eventually it was going to go down successfully, but without the, you know, the drama and the entertain, you know, that aspect. But as far as that period of 90s, I think it was so much, something was new and good, you know, the industry turned it into a fad. And it's all about music, you know, I mean, like Hendrix, Zeppelin, Stones, Priest, you know, Sabbath, Blue Oyster, I can go down the gamut, and these bands have been around for 35 years, so it's music.
Gaelic is Irish.
Well, hey, welcome back. You know, we hope you're enjoying the Ratt thing. Stephen Pearcy, Three Guys Pickin, in your living room right now. I want to show you guys something though too. It's cool how things sort of come full circle in life a lot of times. Way back when I was imprisoned in West Virginia, I finally escaped. I got across the river, and it was great. Stephen Pearcy toured as Ratt, you know, way back in the times when they were having problems, right? You know this. They actually had two versions of Ratt going around. Stephen Pearcy with a bunch of dudes as Ratt, and then the other guys from Ratt as Ratt. You know, it's kind of weird. So I'm living in Huntington, West Virginia, you know, I know, and I went to see Ratt at this dive bar. I guess if it's in Huntington, it's really not a dive bar.
It's Stephen Pearcy's Ratt?
No, it was Ratt. It was Ratt. But yeah, I'll show you. I got a picture to prove it here. This is me standing in front of the marquee for Ratt.
And it's spelled with two T's.
It is spelled with two T's. See, that's me. Where am I? Right here. And then that's the billboard that says Ratt. That's outside the thing.
Brodie?
What?
You know, you did this for a photo segment, didn't you?
No. So that's pretty sweet. So that's me standing outside the door, you know, waiting to see Ratt. And it was only Stephen Pearcy, which is really weird. And here's a picture from inside that I took where Stephen Pearcy's like right here, and he's like singing, yeah! And like the only song that I knew, they did last. They did Round and Round last, you know, and I didn't hear any of the other Ratt songs that I knew. So that was kind of weird. That was back in the day where you didn't really know what was going on with some of those metal bands. And but it's kind of cool how things come full circle. This was, you know, February of 2002. When I'm, you know, behind enemy lines in Huntington, West Virginia, and I got to see the guy, and now, a mere 5 years later, we have him on our show, you know? We have him on our show.
At least you got to hear Round and Round.
Yeah, you guys didn't get to hear Round and Round?
Well, I didn't. I'm like, you know, they're playing their set, and I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom, I'm like, no, I'm gonna wait, because I know they're gonna play Round and Round. Finally, I'm like, I can't take it anymore.
You gotta go to the bathroom.
I had to go. I had to hit the facilities.
Not 30 seconds after he left.
30 seconds after.
Out on the streets, that's where we'll meet. You ready to go? We're gonna
I come back and it's like, and I'm like, so did they play it? And he's like, yeah, of course they played it. And I'm like, oh, great. Right when I went to the bathroom.
That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. But it's pretty cool how things come full circle. I mean, you know, we've been doing this show for quite a long time. We've had a lot of great guests, recurring guests. Of course, Frank Hannon and Tesla and a lot of great guys like that. But it's pretty sweet how, you know, bands that inspire you when you're little, that inspire you to, you know, get the best cable access show on television in Chicago and also the world and the South Suburbs. And, you know, you finally get to meet them, you get to have them on your shows. So it's pretty sweet. And we hope you guys are enjoying this episode with Stephen Pearcy, Ratt, 2 T's, with 3 guys picking.
Enjoy my interview.
And
That
we'll check out
we
a
conducted
little bit
without him.
more. A little bit more. I really think there's a song called Reach for the Sky.
I thought Reach for the Sky was very underrated. I really liked it.
That was a rough period.
But I
was
thought
a
it still
rough
had some
period.
good songs, so what can you tell us about that?
Yeah, we did the best we could. We had Mike Stone come in, and that was, we actually had, it was probably the most expensive, time-consuming, confused period in our career, because usually we were like trained back in the day, you know, tour extensively, record tour, and until we started going, whoa, slow down. And then the minute we said slow down, 2 years go by, there's a record, and it kind of threw us out of the loop. So that is an interesting record reach, you know, because
Isn't 3 Guys Pickin' the greatest show ever?
huh?
Isn't 3 Guys Pickin' the greatest show ever?
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate your time. We know it's
Thank you.
valuable. We have some parting
I
gifts
like-
for you. So you know what you're getting into? It's part of the and a little t-shirt for you.
Right on.
So
3 Guys Pickin.
Let's go.
Hey, what's up? And welcome back to 3 Guys Pickin'. I'm your host Tyler. With me as always is Brodie
That's me, the cute one.
and Dave the Extra.
That's him, the brown one.
Brown one.
Now, a lot of people in the South Suburbs may not know that 3 Guys Pickin's been on for 5 years. We have a MySpace page. We have
Yeah.
T-shirts in extra large, and we've had several celebrities been on this program. Like,
Oh, you're taking a breath now.
yes, I am taking a breath.
Why don't I
Now-
fill in with the people we've had on this show? For example, rock band Tesla, guitarist Frank Hannon, who was a friend of the band. Awesome new band called the Avett Brothers, personal friends of the 3 Guys Pickin'. We've also had, I don't know, Mr. Brandon Walsh himself, Jason Priestley. High five. We've had Intercontinental and World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Champion Macho Man Randy Savage. I had him in a pose down. I lost. Now, a lot of people don't know, Jason obviously is Canadian. Fellow Canadian William Shatner back during the days of Star Trek.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people don't know that, you know, when they're doing lines, he'd be like, Spock, we have to save the Earth from the Klingons.
Yeah.
A.
Yes.
And then they'd have to edit the A's out.
Really?
Yeah. Didn't really know that.
Really?
Mark, did you have trouble with Jason and his
I don't
A's?
think there was
in the
not an A.
Weren't you upset though that you didn't get nominated for your role in Fargo? Okay, if you're gonna be a smartass, I'll give you a smartass answer.
you were homeless a few years ago.
It's not cool to you for this.
I think that's great. This is a very arrogant show, which is why I feel comfortable on it.
How can we not be arrogant? Have you seen the Rosie O'Donnell show?
For this, we have Frank Hammond and Tommy Skeech. How you guys doing? Is that right, or?
That's good enough.
You know what's classic, man, is you messed up both of our names.
That's pretty good.
And of course, last time, Bozo here behind the camera botched your name, so.
Well, you
That's
know
why
what?
I did it.
You know what? Wait a minute now. He might not be so bad. He might not be so bad because you know what? It's a tough one. CH science. You did good.
But you know-
you did good, and I was waiting for the fall, but you didn't do it. And you know what? I forgive you.
You just do your homework beforehand, and
That's it. You're good.
my problem was trying to figure out how to say Keith. I wanted to say Kayef and Kayet, and I was like, what's going on?
Funny, and you're funny too.
Well,
That's
thanks.
great.
My mom thinks so too. Isn't 3 Guys Pickin' the greatest show ever?
So far, I think it
I've had the best time.
is well in the lead.
I've honestly never been able to talk wholeheartedly like this and drink beer at the same time. So.
Now, no matter what I answer, you're just gonna go to the next question, right? Who are you, Jay Leno?
No, my chin's not as big.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Sorry to interrupt.
Here on 3 Guys Pickin', we have an extra special guest for you today. Legend is really the only word you need to say.
Randy the Macho Man Savage.
Great compliment. I appreciate
Welcome,
that.
Three Guys
Very
Pickin.
good. Three Guys Pickin. DJ
Also,
Gorgeous George
here
right
with
there.
DJ Gorgeous George. Now, before we start, too, I gotta pose off here.
All right. Very good. What do you think, DJ?
I think I beat you out.
Yeah, right there, man.
No.
Man. What's the deal right there, huh?
Yeah.
It's swollen right there.
I think I lost. You
might have won. You might have won. You're bigger than Hogan.
Curses. Thanks, man.
Tougher than Hogan.
What's up now?
Yeah.
That's right.
At least you didn't back down.
I got you.
Thank you. Oh, now you're getting hostile.